Hey friends, I'm Nora from Atlanta. Please like and subscribe to Fareev for amazing stories. I was born just a minute after my twin sister, Suki. She was my twin, but we were nothing alike. We didn't even look like we were sisters at all. Suki, with her long golden locks and blue eyes, seemed like a Barbie doll. As for me, I might have looked like a Cabbage Patch doll. There's a saying that families are like fudge, mostly sweet, but Suki is absolutely crazy. All she ever wanted to do was have fun, and she was born with a really short fuse. Like one time, Mom and Dad took us to a restaurant, and Suki thought it would be fun to squeeze the ketchup bottle at people. Thank God I was safe, but not for long.
Hey Nora, would you like some ketchup?
Saying that, Suki squeezed the bottle so hard, instead of being angry, my parents were laughing.
Suki, you sure know how to have fun?
Yes, you are so naughty, but Mama loves you.
I wasn't surprised when the waiter tried to stop her. She went ballistic, and eventually we were kicked out of the place and banned from ever coming back. Even when we would have exams, Suki would never take study seriously, but still somehow managed to pass. But that wasn't for long. When we reached 10th grade, she failed and had to repeat the class. I wasn't happy that she flunked, but I wasn't sad either. I got to enter 11th grade without Suki, and it was awesome. I was finally my own person and no longer the sister of the most gorgeous and hot-tempered girl at school. I focused really hard on studies and aced every exam, and soon was top of my class. I had my life goal set. I needed to be the best and get that one scholarship to my fave university that was offered to her school. While my parents were happy that I was excelling in my studies, they were even prouder that Suki joined the cheerleading squad. Mom went so insane that she threw a full-fledged party for Suki, wearing her cheerleading uniform from ages ago.
Oh my love, you keep making us proud following your mom's footsteps.
Seeing how everyone was just hovering all around Suki, something inside me flipped. Like seriously celebrating. She joined the cheerleading squad. In case you guys haven't noticed, I aced my 9th standard exams. Okay, fine. I might have overreacted, but I did have a point. Mom and Dad just rolled their eyes and went on to enjoy the party. Well, I felt like I'd get a headache, so I went outside in the garden to catch some air. Feeling frustrated, I kicked the dirt, and that's when I saw a guy.
You idiot. You stupid, stupid idiot.
Huh? What the heck? Hey, watch your mouth. You're standing in my garden calling me an idiot and stupid. How dare? The guy raised his hand, and when he removed his phone from his ear, I felt my cheeks turn red. He wasn't talking to me.
Beautiful, gorgeous. That's what I call you, not idiot and stupid. It was just my friend on the phone.
Who was he? He did look familiar, and then it hit me. It was Dad's friend's son, Ian. Our family used to be super close, but Ian and his family moved to England like 8 years ago. It's you, Ian, the guy who always stole my ice creams.
Yep, it is I. The guy who heard you tell your mom on a beach picnic how bad you needed to scratch your butt because of the sand.
Oh gosh, why did he have to remember that? Once summer vacation ended, I found Ian in my class perfect. As if having Suki in high school wasn't enough, Ian was the most annoying guy ever. First, because he knew so much about my childhood and would keep telling classmates how I used to be a cranky, weird kid. And second, because he was so competitive. He wanted to be number one at everything. He played in the school's soccer team and was also excellent in studies. But I was a tough cookie. I was always one step ahead of Ian, and I wasn't going to let him get my scholarship at all. One day, I was in the library preparing for this really tough advanced math quiz. Just as I was trying to figure out a very difficult equation, someone snatched my notebook. It was Ian.
You're welcome. I was standing behind you, and I just couldn't bear it anymore. If you had paid attention to the prime number theorem, you wouldn't have to find a workaround for this question.
I would have figured it out, but yeah, this way it does seem easy. Well, I guess thanks are in order.
I already said you're welcome.
Saying that, Ian sat next to me, and we both started practicing together. After that day, Ian sort of grew on me, and I started to like him. Soon, we became really good friends. We always studied together and made our assignments together. We both wanted the same scholarship and hoped the best one would get it. One fine day, as we were sitting in the cafeteria, Suki came out of nowhere and tried to be a little too sweet with Ian. Thank God he ignored her. But once we were at home, Suki had a full-blown meltdown about it.
Are you just hanging out with him to make me jealous? Like, he is so cool, how can he even talk to you? How dare he ignore me?
I don't know. Maybe because he knows I know what the cube of 2 is, while I guess you don't. Plus, haven't you noticed he isn't into you?
Ugh, nerd? Fine. He is cute, but not that cute.
Saying that, she left in anger. If Ian had chosen me, she had to accept it. But had he chosen me, he was always so charming around me. I would often catch him looking at me, and he'd give me just the cutest smile ever. We'd always sit together and study together in the library. He even walked me home every day, after school too. Every time he'd touch my hand, I felt as if my heart flipped, but we were just friends, nothing more. One day, Ian and I had to meet in the library to discuss an assignment, but he didn't show up. When I went looking for him, I saw him with Suki in the empty hallway. He was holding her hand, and they were super close. I felt gutted, and I ran home and locked myself in my bedroom. Mom and Dad tried to talk to me, but I didn't let anyone in. Later that night, I felt hungry and went to get dinner. That's when I heard Suki talking to one of her friends. I almost ignored it, but the moment she said Ian's name, I lost it and barged into her room. "I know what you're doing. Which stay away from Ian. Got it? Is that him on the phone? How could you? Suki?"
What the heck? Get out of my room. Nora, stop being a nosy jerk.
Saying that Suki pushed me out of her room. And the entire night I felt so angry. It was my fault. I had been too scared to tell Ian how I felt. I needed to fix this. So the next day, the moment I saw Ian, I dragged him into the library and confronted him about Suki.
What are you even talking about? Nora, I don't know. She was fine in 1 minute and then she fell and I just gave her a hand to help her up, that's all.
Oh, okay. I might have overreacted. No biggie.
Really? And here I was, happy that you might have felt at least a bit jealous, because I feel like that when you talk to another guy.
Oh, you do? And why is that?
Because maybe I'm falling for you?
Me too. Saying that, Ian leaned in and kissed me. The following week, it seemed as if Ian and I were inseparable. I felt like I was on cloud 9. But Suki, gosh, every time she'd see Ian and me together, her face would turn red as a tomato, as if I cared. One night, I was in my room ready to sleep when Suki knocked on the door.
Hey, I was wondering, can we talk?
About whatever it is, make it fast.
Nora, I know I'm the perfect sister, and I guess I steal the spotlight from you a lot of times, but still, I am your sister. And I want to tell you that Ian, well, he isn't exactly the guy you think he is. He's sort of hit on me, and he's using you, Nora. He is.
Oh God, this was a new low for Suki. I knew me being with Ian made her feel jealous, but this was way too much. Without even thinking, I grabbed her arm and shoved her out of the room. Suki, you are not the sun. The world doesn't revolve around you. For once, it's about me. Stay back. I was fuming with anger. The next day, I woke up a little late for school, and when I reached there, I realized something was off. All eyes were on me. A girl told me to go to the gym room, and when I got there, I saw Suki yelling at Ian, and he had a bruise on his eye.
Nora, thank God you're here. Your sister, she is crazy. She asked me to dig. I hate her instead of you, and when I said no, she punched me. She actually came at me. Everyone saw it. It was inches away, and she attacked me.
I would have also kicked you. Nora, this jerk. You know what?
Before Suki could say anything more, I gave her a tight slap. I was so sick of her. What is wrong with you? Why can't you be happy for me? I hate you, Suki. Don't ever talk to me again. Before things could escalate, the teachers took Suki to the principal's office, and she got a much-deserved for the stunt she pulled. And finally, for once at home, Mom and Dad grounded her. Though Suki tried to talk to me many times, I totally shut her out. When she returned to school, she was dropped from the cheerleading squad and was always so quiet. The whole stress of Suki and Ian had me so distracted that I wasn't even doing well in studies. I knew I didn't do well in the exams, and I was certain that I'd have to kiss that scholarship goodbye. But when the results for the 12th grade came in, I was stunned to see I had failed. This can't be happening. But how? There must have been some mistake. I went straight to the school. I was going to get my assignments and exam answer sheets tested, but when the teacher informed me that I had not submitted a couple of very important assignments, I felt the earth beneath me shatter, and to my shock, Ian was there with a grin on his face.
Oh my God, the look on your face, it's epic. Totally epic. Wait, let me take a picture and show you how fun it was. Nora, you were so easy to fool. I guess all girls are so easy to fool. Give them a bit of attention and they'll lose focus. And you know what? Your sister was onto me. She saw me throw your sorry excuse of an assignment in the bin instead of submitting it, but I played it so well that you didn't believe her.
I felt my ears burn. I was so going to get this butthead, but before I could lunge at him, someone jumped at Ian. It was Suki.
You jerk. My sister deserved that scholarship. You won't go far in life by stepping on others. Karma will bite you in the butt, Ian. I'm going to tell the world what you did.
Good luck proving that.
I had to stop Suki. She had already gotten one suspension because of Ian. Another meant expulsion. Suki, believe it, he's not worth it. It's just a blood-sucking worm. When Ian left, Suki hugged me, and I hugged her back. I was sad for weeks. I felt so depressed and just wanted to stay in my room all the time. The pang of betrayal was falling hard on me, seeing how homebound I was. Mom and Dad took us to a restaurant, the same one we had been banned from. Just as I was going to take a bite from my burger, Suki squeezed the ketchup bottle, and a load of ketchup landed on my face. Suki, you idiot! Wait, I'll get you!
As if you can come on, let's see your aim.
Saying that, I did the same, and in no time our family was acting like the crazy we were. In the end, Dad had to pay for minor damages our family's catch-up fight caused. And guess what? We were banned again, but I didn't care. I felt alive after such a long time, and I knew Suki totally did that on purpose. When the schools opened again, I felt ashamed to go back, but Suki was by my side.
Hey, it's no big deal. I studied 11th grade twice. No worries. Try until you succeed.
She was so right about it. At the start, kids would tease me for repeating the same class, but in a few weeks they forgot about it. Well, I guess my winning streak was broken, because it took me 4 attempts in 12th grade to clear it. But when I did, I got into my favorite university. After graduation, Suki and I opened a restaurant together, and guess what? It had a separate section for kids to go wild. One time, as we were closing up, we saw a homeless man and gave him some food. Just as he looked up at me, I was shocked to see it was none other than Ian. Ian? What happened then? Ian told me how he got into college and how a girl broke his heart, making him go into a depression and lose focus and failed miserably. Even his parents disowned him in the end. I knew it was karma, just like Suki had said many years ago. I gave Ian a few dollars as we both walked towards home. Remember to always be kind. Before the story ends, I want to tell you that mealtime is a time to enjoy food, and we shouldn't disturb others during it. And throwing away someone else's test is not a good thing. We must respect their efforts. Hi, I'm Prisma from California. Please like and subscribe. My sister Juliet and I were born to freakishly rich parents who adored and spoiled us at our lakeside mansion. Even though Juliet and I were twins, people always seemed to compliment me more for my pretty blonde curls and blue eyes.
Look at this beautiful child. She's God's gift to humans.
Of course, both of our daughters are adorable.
Oh, that one's yours too. I never would have guessed.
See what I mean? This didn't change even after we grew up. Over time, Juliet started noticing it too and became extremely competitive, especially when it came to dancing.
Look at Prisma's move. She's so adorable.
She'll make us proud one day.
What? She's dancing like a frog who's holding in a fart. How can you guys be so blind?
I admit Juliet was better than me, but I wasn't so bad. And everyone, including my parents, seemed to agree. But every time they praised me, Julia's butt would light on fire. Not that I cared. I loved the attention. Over the next few years, Juliet and I grew further apart, and by the time we were 16, we were pretty much strangers living under the same roof. She got into dancing, and I fell in love with writing. Things were fine, till one day, Dad lost all his money in stocks, and we had to sell our estate and move to a tiny apartment. Worst of all, I had to share a room with Juliet. Seriously, Mom, I need my privacy. You know that.
It's just for one night. We'll buy you a mattress in the morning, and Juliet can sleep in the lounge.
No way. I need my own room too. If she gets one, so do I.
Please don't be so melodramatic.
Before Juliet could argue more, Mom left. Juliet tossed and turned angrily, but finally fell asleep, and I did too. But a few hours later, I woke up to her screaming,
Ew, I can't believe you still do that.
I felt horrible as I realized the bed was all wet. I had a condition where stress could sometimes make me lose control over my bladder while sleeping. That was my secret. And now, Juliet knew. Shut up, Juliet. It's not a big deal.
Who would have thought Ms. Perfect needed diapers? It's a huge deal. And now you'll do what I say if you don't want anyone at our new school to find out.
You're an awful person.
You don't say. I worked so hard to be this awful, so thank you. For the first time in years, I get to dominate you.
I gave up the room, and Juliet promised to tell no one, but it was so hard to trust her. On our first day of our new school, Juliet and I could feel all eyes on us as we entered, and I heard a few kids whispering about our branded clothes and bags. That's all we had from our life before.
Look at them. They all look. This place is yuck.
Don't say that. It's the best Mom and Dad could do.
You don't have to kiss their butt now they're not around to hear you and pat your back. Anyway, I'm off. Good luck getting through a year in this dump.
Such a brat. Thank God we were in different homerooms. But it was kinda true. The school wasn't half as fancy as my private one back in Malibu. Kids were louder and meaner, and even the teachers didn't seem to care. That day, as I walked back home, I missed my old life and prayed something could magically put everything back in place. I guess God was in a happy mood, 'cause the next day, Juliet gave us the best news we'd heard all week.
I auditioned for the role of dancer in Superstar Karen's next movie. OMG, this Karen doesn't age. I should get her doctor's number. I know I'm, like, super pretty, but I can be prettier, so why not? Anyway, I got a call back for the second round. How amazing is that?
That's so cool. You totally deserve it.
Stop pretending. I know you're probably just burning inside. Get ready to beg for my autograph.
Geez, relax. Don't be so overconfident, okay?
Ugh, no one is as good as me. There, this rolls in my pocket. Anyway, I have to practice, so I'll see you guys around.
I was genuinely happy for her, but I just wished something could turn up for me too. Especially after I saw how Mom fussed over Juliet. It made me even more jealous than I'd like to admit. Juliet's audition was in a week, and Mom decided it would be a good idea to tag along and cheer her on, despite her protests. The set was huge, and I felt like I'd entered a TV or something. Just then, Karen walked in, looking like a vision, and everyone fell silent. She looked even better than her movies. This woman was a goddess.
Okay, let's get this movie started. Wait a minute, who are you?
I was so lost in admiring her that I didn't realize I was standing in the middle of the scene. Oh, I'm so sorry. I was just...
No, go back. Could you dance for me?
Oh, I'm not really here for that.
Just give it a try, please.
She signaled for the music to start, and I did what she said. To my surprise, I enjoyed the attention on me, and the camera didn't make me feel nervous. After I was done, Karen took me to her office.
Okay, so I'm gonna offer you a deal. $1 million, and you sign the movie now.
But I've been so out of touch with dance, and my sister's way better. You should give her a chance.
I don't know who your sister is, but no one here is as pretty as you. And I could always train you. Think about it. It's either you or some other girl, but not your sister.
Karen handed me her card and left. And when I turned around, I saw Juliet fuming at me. And when we reached home, she went bonkers on me.
How dare you? This was my chance to shine, and you snatched it away. I hate you.
Listen, I know how this looks, but I didn't think this would happen. And she told me she wasn't offering the role to you anyway. So it's a good thing I got it. We could use the money.
You'll make up anything to justify how selfish you are. If I don't get this role, you can't have it either. And if you take it, I'll make sure you regret it.
Don't threaten me like that. If you were good enough, she wouldn't have chosen me. Okay? Think about that. I knew how Juliet felt, but it was a 1 in a million opportunity. The money would benefit all of us, and it wasn't like she was getting the role. So why couldn't I have it? The next morning, I went to Karen and signed the deal. When Juliet found out, she lost her mind and screamed for hours. But I knew I'd done the right thing for my family, so I ignored her. A week later, we started shooting, and working with Karen was a dream. She was the sweetest. But for some reason, no one else on set agreed with me. One evening, after a late shoot, we talked, and I told her my whole story.
Oh, darling, I know how you feel. I come from a poor family too, and I made my way up.
Really? That's so inspiring. I felt so special because she confided in me. But the next day when I met her, she totally blew me off. And soon, she started showing her true colors. She treated me like her servant, and I was stuck getting her coffee and salads, and she kept criticizing me in front of the whole crew during shootings. I decided to talk to her. But soon we started with promotion interviews, and there was never a good time. During one interview, the host asked me a bunch of questions, but Karen kept butting in.
So what do you love most in the world?
Well, I love...
Dancing and me, of course. She's my biggest fan.
Yes, but I was saying that my parents...
Are so proud of her. I took this poor girl under my wing, and now I'll make her a big star. Isn't she lucky?
Karen didn't let me say anything. And the next day, everybody was talking about her big heart. No one was talking about my talent. Great. Now people think I'm some charity case.
Don't overthink it. Of course you're talented, but everyone likes a good sob story. Just go with the flow.
I tried, but it kept getting worse. Everyone wanted to know more about how I became famous, and even started bothering my parents to get their answers.
Are you really poor, or is this just a publicity stunt?
How does it feel to live off your daughter's money?
Well, it's my money to begin with, so I feel betrayed.
What the heck are you doing?
Telling the truth, helping the media. I'm being a responsible citizen.
I dragged Juliet away before she said something to make the situation worse. And a few weeks later, we moved to another place. Lately, the stress had been so much that I was wetting the bed more frequently. I really hadn't expected things to be so hard. A few days later, I was going through the script when I heard noises coming from Karen's office and peeped in to see the writer of the movie crying.
You can't do this. You promised me a better amount for my story. That's why I gave the script to you.
Oh, cry me a river for changing my mind. This is my last offer. Or, I can break your career faster than I break hearts.
But it's not enough. You know how much this story means to me. And I'm knee-deep in debt.
Not my problem. You want the money or not?
The girl left crying, and I entered the room to have a word with Karen.
Stay out of it.
But it's not fair. You can't just take away her hard work and not even pay her well for it. It's just wrong.
Really? Have you forgotten what you did to your own sister? She was the better dancer, and you didn't even flinch before taking her place.
That was different. It was me or her.
And you chose you. You and I are more alike than you think. And time you go snooping around in my business, know this. I will fire you.
You can't do that. I'm the face of your movie, and people would crush you for firing the poor girl.
Darling, everyone is replaceable. Ask your sister.
Karen's words hit me like a hot slap. And for the first time, I thought how unfair I'd been to Juliet. I had to make it right, and I started with dropping an anonymous tip to the media about how Karen exploited her staff. The news blew up like a volcano, and Karen faced bad backlash. She knew I'd leaked the news, and I was fired on the spot. But I couldn't care less. All I wanted was to make things right. But Juliet was still ignoring me, and I couldn't blame her. How one morning I walked into her room to talk, but she wasn't around. And seconds later, I heard Mom scream. What? What happened? Mom pointed to the TV, and Karen was standing with Juliet and calling her my replacement. What? I was still reeling with shock when Juliet walked in. Juliet, I know I'm probably the last person you trust, but working with Karen will destroy you. She's just using you to teach me a lesson.
Fine by me. You do need a few lessons. Like, you're not the only dancer in the world, and I'm far more talented. Heck, if people knew your little secret, you wouldn't have even made it this far. Now stop being annoying or I might tell it to the press.
The industry runs on gossip. Sure, people will talk about me for a few days, and then what? They'll forget about it. But working with Karen will make you miserable. Don't do this.
I'll do anything I want. Now get out of my way. I have a plane to catch.
Despite my parents' pleas, Juliet left, and we didn't hear from her for weeks. Slowly, I got back to my studies and managed to pass my high school. But we were running out of money, and I needed something to keep afloat. So I decided to apply for small roles in movies. A few days later, one of the old writers on Karen's set called me and said she'd recommended me for a role in the movie based on her script. It did well, and I started getting more offers. Slowly, the money started rolling in, and we moved to a better place. I even saved up enough to put me through a writing school, and things were fine, except Juliet was still in the back of my mind. And then one day, while I was leaving for work, Mom came running in.
It's Juliet. She's in jail.
What? Mom told me that Juliet was involved in some embezzlement scandal with Karen, and they'd been arrested. We went to the police station with a lawyer to bail Juliet out. My parents seemed to forgive her instantly, but I was still mad at her.
Prisma, there's a lot I need to say, but I don't know where to start.
How about sorry or thank you?
I am really sorry. I was blinded by all the glamour and a chance to be better than you for once. Karen treated me just like you said, and she'll get powerful lawyers and get herself out of this mess. But I'm stuck in it now. You don't have to believe me, but I'm innocent.
I tried telling you she's a witch, and I think I do believe you.
Do you think you can forgive me? I will never even mention the word diaper in front of you.
Shut up! I'm better now, and it might take some time to fix things between us, but let's get this mess sorted first. And I'm happy to have you home. Hi everyone, I'm Lexi. Like and subscribe to get the gift you've been wishing for. Growing up, my parents were always super supportive of me and gave me everything I ever wanted. Even though they were self-made millionaires, they still made sure I understood the importance of hard work. But I was kind of bad with money. I had a spending problem, not on myself, only on my friends. I loved to treat my friends with nice things like picking up the tab at restaurants, and they'd always act so grateful. Little did I know their niceness was all because of my money. But it all came crashing down one day, and that's when I saw their true faces. When I was 13, my friends asked me to keep watch outside the library, and 10 minutes later, there were loud noises. All of them ran, and I was caught with a bag that had a bunch of firecrackers in it. But I didn't do anything, I swear. Believe me.
She got tricked again. She's so dumb.
I'm standing right here. Miss Cole, please. But none of it worked, and I was sent to detention for an entire week. At first, I was keeping to myself in detention because the kids were all mean. But one day today, I was doing my homework when I heard a voice. It was the kid who usually sat there.
You have to do it this way here.
Oh, thank you. You look familiar. Do we know each other?
Wow, we're in all the same classes. I'm Zach, never mind.
Sorry, I've been so busy with my friends that I haven't had the chance to meet anyone new.
It's fine. Heard they threw you under the bus again. Listen, you've always seemed like a nice girl despite how naive you are. And Lexi, your money's the only thing your friends care about. Don't be fooled by them again, just because they act all nice to your face.
They're barely even nice to my face anymore. To be honest, if they were, I wouldn't be here in detention. That evening, I thought about what Zach had said, and I had to admit he was right. During that week of detention, Zach and I became friends. That was almost 3 years ago, and their friendship has only grown stronger since. A couple of months before high school, Zach had a major glow-up, and all of a sudden, everyone wanted to be my friend for a whole new reason. But for me, he was just Zach, my best friend. I realized the reason I liked Zach so much was because I felt so comfortable around on him, and he was so kind to me. Unlike my old friends, he didn't care about money and always split the bill when we went out. He also never let me buy him expensive gifts. He didn't see me as the rich Lexi, but as Lexi, a bro of his. What a weirdo. Zach was such an amazing friend, but little did I know that one day he would be the one to turn my world upside down. Once when I got the highest grades in 10th grade, Zach threw me a surprise party with my parents. It was totally awesome. So many huge celebrities were invited, including Iris. I loved her. The party was a blast, and I had an amazing time. Can this day get any better? Turns out no, it couldn't, but it could get weirder. I was in for the biggest plot twist of my life, like the twist at the end of the movie The Sixth Sense. As I was walking up to my room after seeing off my friends, I heard my parents arguing, which was really weird because they hardly ever fought.
No, we can't tell her. What if she leaves? She's my baby.
But she has a right to know. We should have given her the letter when she was younger, but we kept putting it off. We can't keep her in the dark forever. It's time she should know about her real family.
Mom, Dad, what are you talking about?
Honey, we can explain.
Before they could stop me, I snatched the letter off the table and then my entire world crumbled. Is this real? I'm not your daughter.
Of course you're our daughter. You'll always be our baby girl, but it is true that we are not your biological parents.
How could you keep this from me?
Lexi, we're sorry. This is not how you were supposed to find out. We wanted to tell you sooner, but your birth mom, left that note when she left you and your brother at the orphanage.
Brother? I have a freaking brother. What else haven't you told me?
Sweetie, please, calm down. You look pale.
I think I need to lie down. That was a lot of information for me to take in 16 years of me living here, and I find out now that I was adopted and have a twin brother who was adopted by another family. I was furious at my parents and refused to talk to them for weeks. When Zach tried to force me to talk to them, I told him everything. How could they do this?
You're angry right now, but you have to remember your parents never let you feel like you weren't their own. The love they have for you, it's real. No matter what it says on a piece of paper, when you calm down, you'll realize how lucky you are. Not everyone is this lucky, Lexi. I know I would give anything to have a family like yours.
That made me feel sad for Zach. His parents had split when he was 10, and it had been just his mom and him ever since. And I realized Zach was right. I forgot how much my parents actually loved and cared for me. I rushed to them and apologized. I was determined to find my brother. From the letter, I knew his first name was Mark. I just needed a last name. So I called the orphanage every day to ask for my brother's last name, but they didn't budget. I even asked my dad to make a big donation. Might as well use all this money for some good, but it didn't work. Looks like money can't buy everything, huh? Zach then had the most brilliant idea. He suggested we both volunteer at the orphanage and snoop around for the details. Oh my God, I love you and your amazing brain. Oh, sorry. Volunteering gave me a new perspective. All these little kids without parents. I was just like them when I was their age. I hoped they'd be lucky enough to find great parents like I did. After a couple of days, I found my way to the file cabinet and searched, jotting down all the last names of every mark that had ever stayed there. But trying to contact each of these marks was more tiring than I thought it would be. Most of them thought I was trying to scam them. It wasn't until Zach pointed out that I realized I could just look for the date of birth for each of these guys. 'Cause duh, we were twins. I know you don't have to say it, Zach. Oh my God, there's 2 of them. Oh, thank you. I'm going to contact the families right now.
Lexi, wait. Take a deep breath. You don't want to just call them and drop the news. Hey, I might be your twin. How about you let me do it? I'll look into it, and before you know it, Mark will show up.
I agreed with him, but I couldn't help feeling anxious for days. What if Mark is in another part of the world? What if he has no idea I even exist? Or worse, what if he hates me? I couldn't eat or sleep properly because the entire thing stressed me out. My parents were sweethearts, though. They tried to calm me down and distract me when we suddenly heard the doorbell. I rushed to open it only to find Zach standing there with a confused look. Did you find Mark?
I'm still looking, but this guy showed up.
Are you Lexi? Wow, it's so crazy to finally meet you. You look just like I expected. I'm getting goosebumps. I'm Mark, your twin brother.
What?
I couldn't believe my eyes. My twin, my own brother, was standing here in front of me. We had the same hair color, the same eye color. We even laughed the same. Turns out, his adopted family had taken him to the UK, and he came all the way from there to look for me. He showed me the adoption certificate.
My parents told me the truth a year ago, and since then, I've been trying to find you. And a couple of weeks ago, I finally got your address and had to come right away. I had to see my sister. Look, I even have the birth certificate, my adoption papers from the orphanage.
Oh, I'm so glad you have no idea how much I've looked for you. Mark stayed with us for a couple of weeks, and we did our best to make him feel at home. I showed him around my school, got along with Zach, and best of all, I got to introduce someone as cool as him as my brother. All the girls at school were even drooling over him. It was probably because of the accent. He told me all about his life, the UK, and his projects and fundraisers that he started in order to help as many people as he can. He was like the perfect brother. I was so caught up spending time with Mark that I was losing touch with Zach. Whenever Mark wasn't hanging out with me, he was with Zach. It was like they were long-lost twins, honestly. Zach was always asking more questions, and my brother seemed to enjoy talking to him. Are you in love with my brother?
What? No. Why?
You keep following him around like a lovesick puppy. What's going on?
It's nothing like that. It's just something doesn't smell right about him.
Is that jealousy I'm detecting? Don't worry, Zach. There's one girl always on your side. Me, your best friend.
No thanks. But seriously though, something's off.
I know I've kind of been Mia. I've just been trying to make up for lost time with my brother. But don't worry, I haven't forgotten about you, Zach. But Zach continued to follow Mark more than usual, even at home. One day, I caught him snooping around Mark's stuff, and I confronted him asking why he was so obsessed with him.
Because I don't trust him. I don't want you getting hurt.
Zach, I finally have my brother after years. If you care about me, just let this go, please.
But I'm not lying.
Over the next few days, Zach stopped coming over, and Mark and I spent more time catching up. It was stressful fighting with my best friend, but at least I was having fun with my brother. We went out to fancy restaurants and on expensive shopping trips. Mark offered to pay, but I insisted every time. I was so happy to finally have him in my life that I figured buying him nice things was the least I could do. Well, he was always talking about the fancy cars in our garage, walked in and out of Dad's walk-in closet, and was so excited to see his watch collection. Apparently, he was a huge fan of fancy watches, huh? And weirdly, he knew the price of everything. Like once he saw a painting by a famous artist at home and told me he could guess the exact price. And he did. I did find it a little weird, but I was just focusing on the part that I had my brother back. A couple of days later, as I was relaxing and enjoying my weekend, Zach stormed into the house. Before anyone could process what was happening, Zach punched Mark. Two boys were in a full-blown fight. It took all of Dad's strength to pull Zach off of Mark. What is wrong with you? Have you completely lost it?
Lexi, you're not Lexi's brother, Mark. You're con artist, and I have proof. Look, he's been doing this to a bunch of rich families. He finds families that have a missing son or brother and pretends to be them just to scam them and use all their money. Someone from the orphanage tipped him off about you and he jumped on the chance to scam you.
That is nonsense. I am your real brother Lexi. Believe me, he's just trying to get your money.
Oh, that's rich coming from you.
Both of you, shut up, Zach! You're unbelievable! I asked you to let this go.
For the last time, he is not your brother. I am.
Of course you are. You're not just my best friend, Zach, but I also see you as a brother figure. But you're obsessed with Mark. This has to stop, please.
I meant your real biological twin brother. That's me, not him. I know it sounds insane, but
It does sound insane. This has gone too far. Now I just can't.
Lexi, you're my best friend. You have to believe me. You know, I wouldn't lie about something like this. The day you showed me the names of the adoptive parents, I was shocked because my dad's name was there. Henry Duckstein. That was the name of my adoptive dad. After my parents divorced, I took my mom's last name.
Yes, last name, the paper said. My brother's name was Mark.
Exactly. This man is an imposter.
Shut up.
My adoptive parents named me Zach. I confirmed with Mom too. That's when things started to shape up, but I didn't want to get my hopes up until I had proof.
And did you find proof?
Got Adna test done. It's a match. Lexi, you're my twin sister. The moment I got this report, I came here right away.
I felt like my mind was racing. It was a lot to take in. Why? How? How could you? I trusted you.
Come on.
Before the jerk could spew more lies, I gave him a tight slap that definitely rang his ear. He looked like he was about to run away, but then Zach and my dad tackled him. Moments later, police were at the door. Zach had reported this imposter Mark before coming over. He was arrested, and I was left too shocked to understand. And what the heck just happened? It took me a couple of days. The next morning, I went straight to Zach's house. The moment I saw him, all my emotions burst out. I broke down in tears right in front of him. I can't believe I was so blind. I'm sorry for not listening to you. I love you, Zach. You're the best brother, best friend, best everything a girl could ever ask for.
It's all good, Lexi. I'm always here for you, no matter what I mean it.
Brother and sister share a strong bond. When they're together, they can win any battle. Respecting other people's personal space is very important. You should not enter someone's room without their permission.